Right, we should be hopefully live on Twitch now, I'm hoping. Praying that we get live on Twitch. We are live on Twitch. So yes, we are checking episode 2 of Stone Ocean, Jojo Part 6 Stone Ocean, because as we know, episode 1 to 12 has been just dropped on us in like one go, which is still like the weirdest thing in the world, and all subsequently like the first thing in a very long time actually having to like watch a JoJo series in quick succession since part 1 to 3, but my god, part 6 is so good so far. I mean, god, Jolene, queen, she's been queen so far, I love her. Hermes is amazing as well, I love Hermes to bits, she's just also best girl. And yeah, I mean, as I said beforehand, I like the unorthodox approach to this whole entire part, because this part does feel part 5 and 6 are kind of like the most different, I guess technically 4 as well. 4, 5, and 6 are kind of like the most different feeling JoJo parts before part 7 happens. Like, part 7 being the one that kind of like switches over to monthly. It's one of those things, it just feels very different because like, it has an unorthodox setup. The idea of like wrongfully imprisoning the main character, kind of isolating them, put him in somewhere that doesn't really allow him to actually kind of have much room to kind of fight in a way, in the kind of grandest scheme of things, because JoJo's always been about big fights. We've always seen it. I mean, we've seen the Uras, we've seen it constantly, but in this part, it's not subdued to the point that it doesn't actually have the same impact. No, what it does in theory then not have an impact. It then has, well, it has impact, but it doesn't have an impact, it has an isolation, actually then very much more tension in there. That's what I like about it as well, is the idea that it has tension, and that's actually kind of cool in a way. It's the idea that there is so much more tension in the fights because the space is so much smaller. Also, I guess it's more like intimate in a way, that kind of like you're there with the characters, like kind of experiencing what they're experiencing more so than say if they're actually in a wider open space. It also kind of works as well. So anyways, actually put on Twitch, actually gone live. Do not know how many episodes I'm gonna get done today, because I'm just, my brain's not good when it comes to like watching more episodes at one time. So I'll see how many episodes I can get done today. I think I might get the first 4 done today, maybe. That's what I probably will do. So anyways, I should start this thing in 3, 2, 1. Let's start this thing absolutely now. So yeah, I mean, as I was saying, don't skip intros here, Netflix. As I was saying, it has the most unorthodox approach to a JoJo part. I mean, because I always kind of imagine like 1, 2, and 3 were kind of more standard in the way they approach a lot of things. They're more in line with, say, the shonen manga of that time. 4, 5, and 6 were the ones that start to actually kind of branch out and actually do their own thing. And then 7 as well. 7's kind of like branching out to the point of like just going somewhere completely different. That's why I always say it's the one that switches to monthly, so it kind of has an even more different feel. But at the same time, what this part does do, just the tension you get from the encounters in this part are more palpable. I mean, in episode 1 was kind of a prime example of that. The idea of actually kind of like isolating Jolene into a place that's unfamiliar as well is very much more quite interesting as well, because a lot of the time it is one of those things that the unfamiliarity of the fights themselves kind of doesn't very come from the idea that the characters are in somewhere they don't know. In part 5, I guess it kind of was one of those things. It wasn't more of a fish out of water scenario. It's more so they actually kind of got an idea to where they were and actually what's going on here, but the tension came from somewhere else. But this one comes from the idea that A, they don't know where, they don't know this location very well. B, is the idea that the actual spaces are smaller, so that kind of adds that claustrophobic feeling and that actual idea of isolating the actual like protagonist. So fights aren't like in the grandiose, well, they're actually still a grandiose sense in a way, but not in the kind of like, it's pretty hard to explain. Oh god, I remember this. I remember this. But TLDR I want to try and say is the idea, I like how they're actually using a prison as a kind of like this like location to actually kind of heighten the sense of tension. Joey's first question being like, so why is the crocodile speaking? Oh god, I remember. I swear, isn't Charlotte's also in fucking Flower, Sun and Rain as well? The pink crocodile in Flower, Sun and Rain talks Charlotte. Just remember that. Holy shit. I swear the pink crocodile in Flower, Sun and Rain's called Charlotte. That would be a wacky twist. Also, the idea of utilizing an island as well kind of does, in theory, as the whole entire isolation feeling as well, because what they're surrounded by is literally just water. So, no escape. There's also a prime use of that whole entire idea as well. It's also best girl. I'm like the only one who thinks this as well. The Gwess fans need to stand up. Gwess fans rise up. Like, man, Gwess fans need to rise up. There's like hardly any of us. She's got a little bird. See? She's got a bird. She's cool. Honestly though, Gwess is like cool. In the wise words of Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop, not live action but the anime, I like a girl can kick my ass, which is what this part's basically encompassing. Bird ain't bird. What bird be? Bird ain't bird, what bird be? That's the main question in life. Also, the wise words of Hannah Montana's dad. Lot to think about. So yeah, sorry about last night. I kind of got a bit crazy. First night and all. By shy, she means she throws shit at people. That's a way of being polite. Oh man, it's like, yeah, sorry about that. I tend to be very shy. It's like, she throws a fucking chair at me. What do you mean you're shy? Bra moment. I guess Quest got all of the oh, I'm gonna say she got all the leftovers, but no, just threw it away. It's kind of the wise words of that one video game. This is kind of sus, isn't it? Acting a little bit sussy. So you can tell how much of a girl boss Gwess actually is because she just sits there like that. Wait for that for so long. Finally, I've waited for that for so long. Oh man. Birds say whoa. Can the birds hit the whoa though? That's the real question. I appreciate that Quest is okay with the bird saying I love you, but when it says whoa, it's like fuck that, that's too far. One could probably say this prison's quite sus. Yo, where's Banana come from? Banana out of nowhere? What is this? Honestly, the real question is that what is that? Birds are just hands and arms and legs. In the end. So Jolene, no, Jolene. The bird's evolution was the fact that it grew arms and legs. All right, it wasn't any other sussy ideas. Don't worry about it. It's not a problem. the bird is still a bird. It's just evolved. Chimera. One could probably say stand ability. My god, Use Color is so goddamn good. So well shit, I guess I'm small. Oh, they call it GG dolls, not Goo Goo dolls. Yeah, makes sense. I was wondering what to do with the names. They just call it GG dolls, which is a good way to actually get away from copyright hell. She starts singing Dolly Parton song as well because Jolene's based on the Dolly Parton song. That's quite cool. kind of a neat touch. To be honest, rats are kind of dangerous. They don't remember what happened in part 4. Part 4 was a prime example of how dangerous rats can be. Reject humanity, return to rat. Now, I did say his part's very different, didn't I? Sorry, Jojo'S. We must preference by saying Jojo'S. I'm telling you, Gwess is also one of the best girls. She's so good. Everyone calls me crazy. Everyone's like, what do you mean? She's mid, bro. The fuck are you on about? Nah, bro. The true Chadness, the true Chad fans of JoJo understand Gwess's actual true prowess as best girl. I'm sure I'm probably one of the only ones. So I want to see what's beyond the corridor. So, ma'am, it's just a corridor. Fuck. They're probably gonna be like, they're probably just walk past and be like, why the fuck is there a rat with a person's head? Is that just, should I be worried? Should I ask questions? Or should I just let it pass? I'm more impressed by the fact that she actually managed to actually gut an entire rat and actually have the entirety of every single thing of it survive. It's just gotta go by process of elimination. I guess the rat. I guess the rat wasn't as powerful. Gwess's voice actress is so amazing. I can't believe that she managed to kind of just bring it to life so goddamn well as well. Kind of redundant when you think about it. It's like, wait a minute, I can't actually, you have to be either too far away, I'm fucked. It's like, well, could do about that one, I guess. So the rain sound like Josuke. It's always one person in every single part that always mistakes sound for something else. That's what we would call in the business a possible stand. Now, will we get the shot? Will we get the shot? And we saw it in the PV anyway, so we probably will get the shot, but you know what I mean. I love how they just kind of like shrug off like losing a lot of blood. Is like, pfft. Truly built different, as they say. Truly built different than Jojo's are. Google Dolls? Looks like a doll? Wait a minute. Makes sense. Also a pretty good band as well. distance and throw shit at it. There you go. That's how you beat it. Oh, ankles. Don't hit feet. That's the worst thing in the world. So if only JoJo would happen as for one point in time. You could just smack it off. Yo. The fuck? What the fuck's happening here, bro? Finally. Oh my god. Now she is the one who is fucked. She's like this is a very interesting way to just reveal you have a fetish. Oh. Honestly, her voice actress is so amazing. I love it. They brought Grace to life so goddamn well. I suppose the first question you didn't ask was how the fuck did she get in there? Good use of fisheye lenses there. I like that one. Yes. Yes. Oh, finally. Finally. It's also the second stand, I think, based off a character, based off a song by Jimi Hendrix, if I remember correctly. Oh man. Oh, beautiful. So we gotta love the coffee. I think we're seeing shit, bro. Look at Jotaro though. Man's got so much swag. Honestly. Oh, most important part, the ending. No! No! Netflix, do not. Wait a minute. I know that voice. Could it? Oh, Duffy? Is it Duffy? This is a very cool ending. This is Dairy Productions will have a talk after this one. We'll be having talks. Duffy, it was. Dysandrina by Duffy. I swear that's Duffy's voice. My god, I haven't heard Duffy in years. It's been like, what? 6-7 years I've actually heard Duffy? Their productions, you sly devils. Including Duffy as well. Oh man, this actual song does have a lot of meaning behind it. Yeah, that was cool. I must admit that was a cool ending. Right, ow, my wrist. Wrist just died a second there. God damn it. Ow. So yes, anyway, that was a good episode overall. Very good episode. But once again, it's the start of Stone 3, which I swear second song based off a Jimi Hendrix song. Second song based off a Jimi Hendrix song. Second stand based off a Jimi Hendrix song. Because the first one was, I think, Purple Haze. Might there be one before that point? I'm trying to remember. What's the second one that I know of? That I can remember. And yeah, I mean, it was an amazing introduction. I mean, I still love Gwen a bit. Gwen is such an amazing character. She's just... They brought her to life so fucking well. Like, I can't stress enough, like, her character was amazing. Like, the voice actress did a standout job. I mean, as I said beforehand, the make or break for these characters tends to be the voice actors and actresses, because a lot of it does hinge on you bringing to life a lot more of the dialogue that Araki uses, because Araki does use quite a lot of very, very, very interesting dialogue in his panels. So you have to find the right voice for the right character, otherwise it can completely break the immersion of the actual entire show. And thus far, I can't stress enough how amazing they've actually done every single character. Like Gwes, was a prime example of actually how amazing. Hermes is as well. Hermes is actually amazing. Jolene, incredible. Like I love the way they bring to life Jolene's actual kind of way of speaking as well. The attitude she actually has going on as well, and actually the more like, I guess, innocent part of her as well that she still kind of retains. It's still there, and it actually is working really well in tandem with each other. And yeah, I mean, the use of color as well, impeccable. It's just, I can't stress enough once again that this show, like, I don't know what their production is actually doing behind closed doors to actually get the show to look this goddamn good. But whatever they're doing, I'm all for it at this point, because it is incredible. I must admit, it was one of those things that it's just every single scene pops. The use of Fish Island shots was fucking amazing. It was one of those things that really does heighten this idea of actually kind of the size as well, and the use of perspective as well was one of those things that is very kind of crucial, because this episode hinges on perspective, because it is small versus big, and it actually is quite well done here once again. I like that, and also like the idea of actually how Jolene actually dispatches Gwes as well. It's actually kind of amazing. I love to bits every single facet of this whole entire show so far. It has brought to life this manga so goddamn well. And yeah, I mean, ending, icing on the cake, I must admit. The ending was great. It's a very more subdued ending, like, than your average JoJo ending, because I mean, every single ending we've had thus far before this point has always been kind of very much more like upbeat and very kind of like, yeah bro. I mean, for example, Savage Garden's ending for part 4, prime example, it had been very more upbeat. I mean, even the ending for part 5, part 2 part 5, the bit we're past where they meet Diavolo, the idea of actually utilizing what's the band called? Enigma, that's it, Enigma, using their song, what's it called, Mono Crusaders. The whole entire song was very much more upbeat. It kind of has more contextualized meaning behind what's going on, because theoretically speaking, the gang in part 5 were the modern version of part 3. So again, part 6 does have a very contextualized ending as well. It's very kind of like, you could tell there's a lot more meaning behind every single shot in that ED. And I like it to bits. It's one of those things that is very crucial to the entirety of this part, and it actually does in theory hit so goddamn well. I love it. So yeah, I mean, it's can't stress enough how amazing their productions are doing with with JoJo thus far. It's so goddamn good, and I love the way they actually utilize Duffy as well, because Duffy was around like when this was actually around, if I remember correctly. Because I heard Duffy was in America for the first time. Duffy, now I went to America in 2006, like for the first time. Or 2004, one of the two. When the Game Boy SP came out, that's how I always remember it. And I always remember I had Duffy in one of the stores. That's how I remember that now. It makes sense to why they utilized Duffy, because she was popular around that point. I don't think I've had Duffy in quite a while, though. But yeah, I mean, all in all, an amazing episode overall. I can't wait to see what they do next. I probably will do episode 3 and 4 later on, actually get first 4 episodes done today, and actually have fuck all idea what I'm gonna do at this point. So until then, as I always do say, if you actually have enjoyed this stream, as always, do leave a like, it does help quite a bit. Leave a sub as well, because it both do help quite a lot. Also, if you have then enjoyed the whole entire stream, as always, then there is always leave a follow on Twitter as well. It does help quite a bit as well. Actually, will then know when your streams are live and any other streams I do as well. So until next episode 3 of JoJo Part 6 Stone Ocean, I'll see you guys then. Bye for now.